What up, Dokkaners? Welcome back to Tsunami for another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. We are back in Extreme Super Battle Road mode, and once again we have another first try completion, this time for Super TEQ. Now, I don't know if a lot of people have tried this strat, probably. I am using the Last Resort / Potara team, and it worked out really well. So to lead the way, we have the 5-year Vegito. So if you weren't able to pull this unit, that's going to make this team build a little difficult. But this guy is a Last Resort and Potara lead. Key +3, 150% across the board, I believe, for both categories. Let me see. Yeah, 150%. This guy's really good. What I like about the 5-year fusions is that not only are they so powerful on offense, but if you need to rotate them out, they actually have utility on the 3rd slot, which actually comes in quite handy, as you're going to see in this video. Once again, this is without commentary because when I don't talk and I focus solely on SBR, I am really good, as you're going to see. Make sure you watch this because a lot of things went really well. I would have done fine, but a lot of things went so well that it just made the run so much more enjoyable. So this unit is so flexible because both on offense and defense, he's very useful. In the 3rd slot, probably the most valuable asset on this unit's build is the fact that on the 3rd slot, he is just as effective as on the first two because he has 50% dodge on that final slot, which allowed me to have the other units really steal the show. So Tien, this is the only support unit that I have in the entire game, the 50% support. If you have these units, this is going to make your extreme SBR runs a lot easier. This is the only one that I have, so I had to take full advantage of this guy. He can honestly be your leader. Key +4, 120%. He greatly lowers attack and defense. He changes spheres to tech. He can also nuke. He's really good, so I gave him maximum additional. And also keep in mind, nobody here has links. Once again, no links, no skill orbs, with the exception of maybe my free-to-play Vegito Candy. I think I gave him a little bit of skill orbs. I gave him some additional. That's about it. So other than that, these guys really don't have any links going for him. No skill orbs going for him. So if you guys were wondering, oh, he's probably got a bunch of links. No, I hate link leveling with a passion, and I'm just not going to do it. So the only unit that really had any links was this guy. And he was usually out of the rotation. He was, for the most part, until the end of the final bout, he was pretty much off rotation constantly. So the two Vegitos really didn't do much in terms of offense, even though they did. They were mainly there to dodge, while the rest of these guys did a lot of the work. And the MVP, honestly, for this whole thing has got to be the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. The reason why is because not only can he greatly raise attack and defense for 1 turn while causing immense damage, he also nerfs the enemy's attack and defense by 20%. So if you combine that with items like Whis, or Ader, or Icarus, it actually becomes very effective. But what makes this guy even more powerful is the fact that I gave him maximum additional. So I don't know if you guys agree with this. I personally have always bought into the idea that if you give this guy maximum additional, you have the potential to optimize his damage output. So 15 additional and 11 crit allows him to potentially do 2 super attacks, which means double the greatly raising of attack and defense. So that's 4 times the attack and defense after 2 attacks, which is already great. But if you combine that with the fact that you nerf the enemy's attack and defense, the amount of damage they can potentially do to you is minimal. Plus, if you counter a super attack after he stacks attack and defense twice like that, it can do some pretty lethal damage. And you're going to see this in the video. This guy did work. He constantly stacked. He had an additional. So basically, almost every single time that he went, he would attack twice. So he was the MVP of this entire run, but everyone had a great part to play. You're going to see some great moves by the Super Saiyan 3 Goku. This guy, I brought him for 2 reasons. Number 1, he's a powerful asset. Number 2, he can also stun the enemy. The stunning never happened once. He actually never stunned once. But what I ended up doing was in certain rotations where there was a middle slot with only 1 attack, I would actually give this guy a maximum ultra super attack, and I would have him go crazy on that middle unit and eliminate him from the equation. There's going to be a lot of instances where we're fighting 3 or 4 enemies, so the last enemy on the right is going to have the least amount of health. You could take him out in 1 hit. This guy took 3 or 4 enemies out in 1 hit thanks to his maximum critical and his ultra super where he gains 180% attack. So this is probably my second favorite unit on the team. And then the rest of them, they just had a great part to play. This guy dodged. I don't think he stunned once. This guy was supposed to stun. I don't think he stunned at all. Maybe once or twice at most, but really not much. So this was the team. It worked out really well. Again, no skill orbs, no links except for my lead. That is the team. Last Resort, Potara, Super Tech, Extreme Super Battle Road. Let's go!
time to get serious.